Hello and welcome to my keto kitchen. I'm Victoria. Today we are going to make keto donuts. Keto donuts that we're going to rise for an hour, pre-bake for 7 minutes, and then we're going to fry them just like any traditional donut. So come along with me. It is early in the morning here. I have my coffee. I'm going to set this aside for a second. It's definitely my addiction. So let's get started. The first thing that we need is 3/4 of a cup of water with 1/4 of a cup of heavy cream. I've mentioned before I like 3 parts water with 1 part heavy cream to use for milk. So that's what this is, and it's at 110 degrees. Next is 1 teaspoon of table sugar. You can use inulin, honey, whatever you like. I keep sugar in my pantry just for my yeast. I'm going to make sure it's fully dissolved. Now I'm going to add the yeast. This is 2 teaspoons plus 1/4 of a teaspoon of active dry yeast. Once again, I'm going to mix it really well. Okay, so I'm going to put my kitchen rag on top of this, let it set for 10 minutes, and while this is setting, I'm going to try and finish my coffee. So I'll see you in 10 minutes. I am back. The yeast has bloomed. Let's move on. The first thing that I'm going to add to my yeast mixture is 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 egg, 1/8 teaspoon of salt. This right here is 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Nutmeg is just a special spice that is typically in most original donuts. Sometimes I've opened my donut and seen the little specks from the nutmeg. So we're adding 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/2 of a cup of allulose. Now I'm going to mix this up just a little bit, and the last step will be our flour. I bet this works better. Now that all of that is blended well, we need 4 cups of my perfected keto flour. 4 cups is 420 grams. I weighed this. Now I'm just going to pour it in. Okay, beater attachment back. I'm going to say let this beat for about 30 seconds. You want everything very well incorporated, but we don't have gluten, so we don't need to do it for 10 minutes. But we do want to do it for about 30 seconds. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to show you the dough close up. This is what the dough looks like. Next, we need a silicone mat, something that you can lay your dough on. Of course, I have to sprinkle the mat with my perfected keto flour so that it does not stick. I need the dough. I'm going to scrape the dough down from the sides. Okay, I have taken all my rings off and washed my hands. I'm topping flour on this dough. I don't want it too sticky that I can't play with it. All right. I am covering this with parchment paper. Okay, so I wanted to zoom up on this part. I'm going to flatten this out, but I want it to be almost 1 inch thick. This looks nice. Now I have this little tool. We're going to get donut rounds and a donut. I just have to press it in and pick it up. How I'm going to get this out? That's a good question. I'm gonna play with it. Here's the donut. Now, they've got a little spot in here, like a hollow spot, so you can push things down. I'm actually gonna roll it more into a ball. There we go. So, I'm gonna put some flour on the inside so it doesn't stick as bad. There we go. Okay, here we are. We've made 13 donuts and 15 donut holes, I believe. I am going to put this in my proofer for 1 hour. If you don't have a proofer, just turn your oven light on and let it set in there for 1 hour. So I will be right back after 1 hour and we will see how well these rise. So I will be right back. Okay, look at this. We have doubled in size. Can you see the puffiness and all the fluffiness? This is exciting. Now, this is going into my oven at 350 degrees for 7 minutes. I found pre-baking these is the best outcome. It's just the best. So we are baking this 350 for 7 minutes and I'll be right back. So while the donuts are baking, we are going to make the glaze. This is 1 cup of allulose and my liquid is 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, 3 tablespoons of water, which equals 1/4 of a cup. I also warmed this up in the microwave for 30 seconds. Warmth helps the allulose to dissolve faster and more smoothly. Now, this is a little bit gritty. I don't like grittiness, so what I have to do is I'm going to put this entire thing in the microwave. I'm going to start with 30 seconds. I'll let you know if that changes. 30 seconds did the job. Let me show you close up. Okay, now this is a very beautiful and smooth glaze. That is the timer on the donuts. Let's take them out of the oven. Perfect. Right here, 7 minutes. Perfect. Now we have to fry them. I have my Fry Daddy thing, my little oil fryer. I have this at 325 degrees. It has not reached 325 degrees yet, so I have to wait a minute. All right. Oh. I smell the nutmeg. Slight. I can smell it. Oh, it smells like a donut. This is light. These are light. I've made this many times. Not this exact recipe. I have actually made videos of making these donuts, but they were not good enough. I could not put it out there because they really were not what I was wanting. I finally got it. Finally got it. Make sure when you're making this recipe, you definitely want to follow all of the steps because I've tried it so many different ways and this is the best. No doubt, this way makes it come out the best. I'm going to show you something while I'm waiting on this oil. This right here is Stormy. He is gray and white and he has some beautiful blue eyes. If you hear a lot of noise and commotion, it's because I have some grocery bags on the floor and he is having a good time with those. Just say hi. Okay, let's do the donut rounds first. I think I'm just going to throw them all in at one time because I think I can probably scoop them out almost all at the same time. So we have some donut rounds. How am I going to do this without popping myself? This is how I'm going to do that. Aha, there we go. I'm going to put my donuts on this so they can cool down quickly. I think the donut holes are about done. I don't have a time necessarily, maybe about 1 minute, but I'm watching for color. Yes. Beautiful golden brown color is what I'm after. All right. Now, I think I'm going to do 2 donuts at a time. No, I think I could do, no, let's do 2. Now, once they turn the right golden brown, I'm going to flip them and I'll show you what that color looks like. Look at our little donut holes. Let's flip. Yes, perfect, perfect. Do not let the grease get above 325 degrees because it will brown too fast and you probably won't be happy with that. I started this video earlier this morning and I have not had breakfast, which I usually don't eat breakfast anyways. I don't eat till around 12 or 1. And it's almost 12, so we're good to go. Look what we got. Perfect. Perfect little keto donut. All of the steps on these donuts are actually very important, like rolling the donut and then pressing it with that little donut press, because I had tried it to where I rolled everything and then I rolled it into a ball and then I stuck my finger into it, kind of like I did with the bagels, but it just doesn't work for a donut. It just didn't work. It was too thick. It was way too thick. It was bumpy. No, it needs structure. If you really want to make it look like a donut, it needs nice lines, nice circles. It needs to be smooth. That's what we got right here. I'm going to show you this close up. Okay, I don't think I'm going to wait. I'm actually hungry today. Okay, I'm just going to take a donut hole. I'm going to roll it around in the icing, and I'm going to eat it while I wait. Yes. I can almost drink this sauce. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Perfect. Yes. So good. Okay. I'm sorry. I wish I could share. Best I can do is give you the recipes. Yes, y'all, this is so good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, okay, I want another one. Sorry. Yeah. I'm really hungry. Best keto donut ever. And I'm gonna have my third. So much for a nice thumbnail with a bunch of donut holes. I can't stop. This is fabulous. Praise the Lord. I'm so thankful. I have worked on this and worked on this and worked on this, and I have made this so many different times, so many different ways. And I took everything that I had learned each time that I wasn't happy with. Y'all, this is spectacular. I'm not even kidding. This is amazing. This may be the best keto thing I've ever made. I've definitely worked on this the longest. I still have the same cup of coffee, but you tell me. So this right here is an espresso machine. It's what I asked for Christmas. I'm very excited. And one of you guys told me about Carb Master milk at Kroger's. Now, I don't have a Kroger's, but my husband, he's awesome. He had to go to do some military duty for the next few weeks, so before he left, he ordered me 8 containers of keto milk. Isn't that sweet? Just a surprise. It's from Kroger. I'll show it to you. Okay, this is the best chocolate milk I've ever had, keto or not, doesn't matter. This is the best chocolate milk I've ever had. Now, this is keto friendly. However, the carbs, there is 7 carbs in 1 cup. So what I do is I do half of a cup and then the other half water, because this is a thick, rich, delicious chocolate milk. I like to make my mocha espresso, so I take half of a cup of this, half of a cup of water, 2 shots of my espresso over there, and it's just the best keto chocolate mocha ever. And I love coffee. I also experiment on the side with coffee. Don't know how interested you guys are on that, but I'm just gonna take these donuts out before I forget. But that's the chocolate. Then they have fat-free, and they have 2%. He bought me a bunch of every kind. Now this is only 3 carbs per cup. So this is amazing. And then if you still wanted to do half a cup with half a cup of water, that would be 1.5 carbs per cup. It's crazy. If you have a Kroger, or if you're able to order from Kroger, I recommend Carb Master milk. Oh, and if you're watching this that told me about the Carb Master milk, let me know. Thank you very much. I have enough glaze to come back through and also glaze the bottoms. Okay, what I want to do now is break one for you, let you see what the inside looks like. And you already know I love it, so I'll eat one in front of you just because. But I'm going to take this one, bring it to you on the camera, break it, and then I'll come back over here and eat one. Yes. Fabulous. So good. So good. Okay. Donuts and coffee. Good donuts. Good donuts and coffee. If you make this, please leave a comment. Let us all know how you feel about it. This recipe made 13 donuts and I believe 15 donut holes, which I've already eaten almost half of them. But make these donuts, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy yourself. Enjoy some donuts with a good cup of coffee, okay? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I post every Tuesday and Friday, and you have a blessed day.